This is video number 40 for cello players, and in this video we are going to learn something new called bow lifts, and we're going to continue to get better with our bowing. So you do need your book open to page number 17, and hopefully you've tuned your instrument up, and you know by now that we're going to start with echoing. So let's get ourselves in a good posture, good position. Make sure your instrument's leaning up against you correctly. Get a good bow hold. Now, we always, with our posture and position, have to think about our bow hold from now on, as well as our bow arm, okay? When you're pulling, make sure you're pulling straight out and then coming back in. Naturally, your elbow should open and close. Your wrist naturally bends. Don't force the bend, just go straight. Also remember, on the D string, I want you pressing it about halfway. On the A string, just a little bit lighter. Pull all the way out, push all the way in. You're bowing between the bridge and the fingerboard. Echo me, 4 open Ds. Pressing halfway, echo me. Go D, D, D. Now go A's, echo me. Go A, 2 D's, 2 A's. Now 2 A's, 2 D's. Go A, D, D. Now check your bow hold to make sure it's still good. Do 3 D's and 1 A. If this is going too fast for you, just so you know, I'm at this metronome speed of 60. If you are hitting 2 strings a whole lot, because we're going to be do things a little more complicated here, and you need to go slower, practice on your own, something slower than 60. I would try maybe just 55, okay? Do 3 Ds and 1 A. Remember, when you switch up here, you gotta move a little further. 3 Ds, 1 A, echo me. Press it halfway. Go D, 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 A. Now reverse. D. Try that again. 3 Ds, then 3 A's. Sorry, 3 Ds, 1 A. D, 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 A. Reverse. 3 A's. Go A, D. Now we're going to try this. 1 D, 1 A, 1 D, 1 A. You got to switch quick. Echo me. Go D, A, reverse that. A, D. Go A, D. We're going to do one more. D, A, D. 1 D, 2 A's, 1 D. Echo me. Go D, A, D, and the reverse. A, D, D, A. Go A, D, D, A. Okay? So, go ahead and open up in your book to page number 17. And look right above number 52. There's this little shaded box that says bow lift. Now, the bow lift sign or symbol looks like an apostrophe or a comma. And let me tell you that that bow lift sign eventually is going to go away. It will appear throughout book 1 and as well as some of your beginning orchestra pieces. It will appear in some of your beginning music that's not in the book. It also appears all the way through book 2. However, eventually that little sign is going to go away. But at that point, you're going to know when you're supposed to do a bow lift, even without the sign. Now, the reason we have to have bow lifts is because sometimes we've just done a down bow, and we need to do another down bow. So, to do that, we have to pick our bow up off the string and put it back down where we started. That's what a bow lift is. Some people call them retakes. Some people call them bow circles, because you're sort of making a circle with your arm. It's more like an oval, but... Okay, so I want you to try that. So here's the thing. You don't need to draw circles in the air. Your arm is just going to keep going in the same direction as it was. Pick it up off the string and come back. I've had students that have done this. You don't need to do that, okay? What I just did is I pulled this and then went the other direction, made a circle, and then came back down. We don't need to fly around in the sky. You're just going to keep going the same direction and make one circle, just like this, with your arm. That's all you're going to do. Just that motion right there. Just turn it sideways now. So do a bow lift with me. Ready, and go. D, lift, back on the string. Try that again. Ready, and go. D, lift, back on the string. Again. And go. D, and lift, back on the string. All right? Now let's try it a little faster. I want you to do like this. D, lift, D, lift, D, lift, D. Try that with me now. Ready, and go. D, lift, D, lift. Now, I want you to notice when I'm making this circle, I don't go faster right before I pick it up. Look at this. I've had students do that before. That's obviously a terrible sound, okay? You keep it going the same speed. And when you come down gently. Don't slap it down. We don't want that either, okay? Just gently set it down. If you feel like you've got it now, go ahead and continue with me. If you feel like you need more practice with your bow lifts, pause the video and practice your bow lifts on your own. Go on now to number 52 in your book and look at the reason for the bow lift here. There is a repeat sign at the end of 52. So we see our last note on that line is a down bow, right? And then we got to go back to the beginning and it's also a down bow. There's your reason for a bow lift. And you might be thinking, well, can't we just go opposite the other time? Well, as you get more advanced, you're going to notice that a down bow is a stronger note. And so we like for our beginning of our measures to be strong. So we generally want to start the beginning of a measure strong. We can't always, but especially the beginning of a song, we want to start it strong. All of your songs will start down bow from now all the way until number 116 in your book. And when it starts up bow, there's a reason for it. You gotta wait till we get there to find out. That's a ways off. So, beginning of a measure is going to start down bow most often. Not always, but most often. And that's why we want to do that bow lift. All right, let's try 52. Don't forget, there's a repeat and a bow lift.
52. A strand of DNA.
Start way down, make sure halfway. Use your whole bow. Ready, and go. D, D. Switch to A. Rest, lift, repeat. Press it. Rest, lift, and down. Now, did we need to do the lift at the end? Not really. Why did I do it? Because I want you to practice lifts until you get really good at them, okay? So even though the song's over the second time around, still practice that lift, just so you can get good at lifts, all right? I want to encourage you to practice that one again, but we're going to go ahead and go on to 53 in this video right now. This one, I'll tell you, is a little bit tricky to stay with the recording. It just is. It's a kind of busy recording, but I think you can do that. Just keep real steady, okay? 53.
53.
There aren't any rests in this one until the very
Olympic
end.
challenge.
It's a little tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. D. Rest. Okay? That one might take a little bit more time for you to get. It looks like, oh, it's easy. It's just D's and A's. but because of the switching around so much, it makes it a little bit trickier, okay? So give yourself some time on that. Practice 52 and 53. Again, all of these things until you're not hitting two strings and you're getting a good solid sound, not wimpy, not crunchy. You got the right amount of weight, you're using the right amount of bow, and it's straight, and it's in between your bridge and your fingerboard, and you have a good bow hold. Lots to think about before we go on to the next video and start putting fingers down. So keep practicing and you'll get there.